Britney Spears and her autobiography. What did we
Yes.
think of the book?
Started off strong. Very good at the beginning. Slowly just makes herself look bad.
Yeah. I agree. I loved the first half of the book. I was like I couldn't even take a break from reading it. It was so good. It was so compelling. It felt so honest. Also, it was juicy. And um and then about halfway through, I was like, I think this is an unreliable narrator story. Like she is like her testimony is kind of falling apart, and I don't think she's all there.
Well,
So
and when you look back on it, it's almost very similar to her life, where she started off, she like had her crap together to begin with, and then just slowly unraveled. That's pretty much what the book did.
yeah.
And it makes you wonder, like, who was in charge of this book besides Britney? Who allowed this?
Yeah. I mean, somebody who made a lot of money off of her yet again.
You're like, actually, let's print it.
Yeah. It's also the timing of it is so suspect to me because the way the story concludes, spoiler alert, is that she gets married to Sam, and she's like, I have everything I need. I have love. I have my husband. He sees me and knows me and loves me, and I'm good. So everybody stop criticizing me.
Yeah.
But by the time the book was published, we all knew that she had that weird wedding that was like on a Tuesday and had just a smattering of random celebrity guests who were like, why am I invited to this? And then like Madonna and Selena Gomez. And then
that made sense, but everybody
and then did you hear that interview of Selena being like, I don't know why I got invited, but you don't say no to Britney, like so she had her weird wedding, and then she got divorced, and then everybody who's reading the book knows that. So it's just like I felt like when I was reading it, I was like, what are they trying to pull with us? Like what this
Well, like you would think they would go back and change the book at that point.
Yeah.
Or like add some chapters.
Yeah, like she needs another epilogue or like something that doesn't conclude of like, and now I'm married, so everything's fine. Like, because obviously it's not.
Maybe it's not a simple story. Maybe it needs a whole other book.
Yeah, part 2 for this one.
Part 2.
So the juice with this one was she called her sister a bitch, which was, I think, just more funny than anything else. Also, it seems like a Ferris.
She said this child is a bitch, right? Is that what I'm remembering?
I think she did say it when she did say it in the context of her being younger, but it wasn't great. Like if I was her sister reading it, I wouldn't be happy.
Right.
And then the other thing was her Justin Timberlake asking her to have an abortion. And
which they like gave out that bit of it before the book even came out, and that was like the biggest thing.
Yeah.
I wish they wouldn't have told it. Like,
yeah.
I feel like if you're going to read Britney's book, you're going to read it anyways. They didn't have to give you the biggest like surprise.
Yeah. Well, I feel like that's usually a mark of something being not very good. Like if a movie's bad, you put all the good parts in the trailer, you know? So yeah, so that was disappointing. There's definitely some backlash on JT, which I think is probably warranted.
I skipped, so we had the kids party playlist going this morning, and I skipped right over his troll song. I was like, not today, sir.
I would be curious if there's like a financial analyst out there who can calculate how much money he has lost because of the bad PR he got from Britney. And I hope it's a lot.
Like normal people, we could look at like his Instagram followers before and now.
Yeah.
That might show us a little something.
Yeah. Yeah, he just seems like a terrible boyfriend.
Well, he doesn't seem like a very good husband even now that he's a grown man. Like,
yeah.
Poor Jessica.
Yeah. Well,
but talking about Britney's book, I think I texted this to you at one point. Like, one of my favorite parts is when she's talking about Kevin Federline trying to be a rapper. And she's like, bless his heart, he really thought he was going to be a rapper. Ouch. That,
uh I that's hilarious and also so relatable that she was like so attracted to him. Like she's like this
heck.
man she like knows he's an idiot and she like can't help herself. She's like
Like, you're Britney Spears.
like for whatever like I don't know what kind of hold he had over her,
I don't
but
know.
I feel like everyone has been that girl, but also everyone has seen that girl of being like she's just head over heels in love with a loser and like you, and
And
you
it's
like
crazy because that was like before the head shaving or anything. Like, she was still Britney
yeah.
Spears at the top, and she
Mhm.
went for Kevin Federline.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm sure he was overly cocky and just brave enough to ask,
and
which
that's
is
what you liked.
honestly like 90% of the battle.
Yeah, I think you have a point there. And being Britney
Um,
Spears, I'm sure there were many men afraid of her.
yeah. Um, but I wonder, do you think she's gonna be okay?
Cool. I think for her to be okay, something has to happen. Whether it's like a conservatorship, again, obviously not by her dad or anyone in her family.
I want to do it. I'll do it.
Yeah, you can do it.
Yeah.
I could do it. I have my hands full with 3 kids already, but if she needs somebody. Also, she could use like, I don't know if she's in therapy already, but she needs heavy therapy. And it
Yeah.
sounds like she's needed that from the start. The part where she's like, anytime, what is it? Whenever she's stressed or whenever something's happening, she's like, I regress in age. Do you
Oh
remember that?
yeah. Yeah.
And I'm like, does she think that's okay?
Yeah.
That was
I
the
don't-
closest she got to admitting she's not well.
Yeah. I'm very curious about her um like when she said she got in trouble for taking supplements from this guy that she was seeing. And I was like, Brittany, you're not being honest here. Uh,
Right. She's like, it's over the counter, it's fine.
yeah.
That doesn't make it okay though.
So yeah, I do think she's probably yeah, you're right. Counseling would be good.
Heavy.
She's probably in denial about some stuff. I don't, as much as I joke about how nice it would be to be rich and famous, like I cannot imagine if I had millions of dollars when I was 19 and cameras recording me all the time. Like I would probably be dead or like
Well, like, look at the shenanigans we got into, and we weren't rich or famous.
yeah.
We were just stupid.
Yeah. Well, I think that's like it's so easy to compare like Britney Spears and Taylor Swift because like Taylor Swift has such a like good emotional support system and a good financial support system, and I
Hmm.
feel like Britney didn't have either.
Yeah.
And they have like fairly similar tracks of being like pop stars when they're teenagers and then being superstars and when they're in their 20s, and like I feel like Taylor's team like kept her really grounded and helped her make good business decisions. Whereas like Britney Spears' team, it seems like everybody just took advantage of her and was
Yeah.
like, go make more money so I can go party some more.
Well, and they were sold very differently from the start. Taylor was like sold as a sweet teenager playing her guitar, where right off the bat, Britney's 16, she's in the little schoolgirl outfit, and she's a teenager, automatically a sex symbol,
Mm-hmm.
and it just never stopped.
Yeah.
Where like
Yeah.
Taylor wasn't a sex symbol until she decided she wanted to do vigilante shit.
Even that is like, I feel like it's her being like, I want to just try being sexy and see what it's like,
Yeah.
Like,
Right?
yeah. Like it feels like something that she's trying on rather than like with Britney, like that's like she's like I'm a sex symbol.
That's her thing.
And one of my favorite Taylor Swift interviews, I don't know where it's from, but she says something like I'm not sexy and hot and like she's like, I'm not sexy and hot. I'm creative, I'm hardworking, and I'm imaginative. And I thought that was like, and she's like, so I'm not going to lean into trying to be sexy. I'm going to lean into being hardworking. I'm going to lean into being creative. And I thought like that made me respect her so much and like really value her because like she is like so beautiful and
Yeah.
and I don't think it's wrong for her to like play up that she's beautiful or do songs like vigilante shit, but like I like it's refreshing that she knows that that's not like the source of her value.
Right. Well, and I have seen just on social media other people who like aren't necessarily Taylor fans, but they respect her. And part of the reason they respect her is she stays in her lane. She's not trying to be Beyonce, who is up there, shaking her thing and, being hot.
Mm-hmm.
Taylor is just Taylor. She's very much herself. And
Mm-hmm.
she's not trying to be something else.
Yeah, yeah, we love her for it.
We do.